We are sincerely committed to continue to assist at our fullest capacity to prevent drug trafficking, namely the entrance of fentanyl and other chemical precursors.
President Biden meeting with Mexican President Obrador, who claims he is going to help secure the border. But is it all just a little and too late? Cities across the country now facing the impact of Biden's border policies, including right here in New York City. So let's break down the effects just on the Big Apple. More than 140,000 migrants have entered the city since last spring, with an average of 600 migrants entering every single day. The city's shelter program houses over 65,000 people, with estimates up to 100,000 next fiscal year. The migrant influx has already cost the city $2 billion this fiscal year. Mayor Eric Adams warns migrants that are expected to bring a price tag of $12 billion over the next three fiscal years. This is creating budget cuts in every single city department, including New York's finest. The NYPD is set to reduce up to 29,000 cops by the end of 2025, a number that the city hasn't seen since the mid-90s. Police and fire budgets have been slashed by $206 million next year, creating an estimated budget gap of over $7 billion. So, here with what this means for New York City as migrants continue to pour in, former NYPD Inspector Paul Mauro. Paul, this is so fascinating to me because I'm still old enough to remember, I don't know, just a few years ago, Democrats complaining about $5 to $7 billion for a wall.
Right.
And I'm looking at these numbers. That's just New York City. Every single city in America is facing this. And some of these are cities that are much smaller communities with far less resources than New York City.
Right. So in New York here, obviously, we have the media as well. So that's why it's dominating headlines. And this is undeniably going to have a negative effect. Some of them are obvious, some of them less so. Things like response times are going to be down. It's just going to be less cops and cars, et cetera. One of the other things that you don't hear a lot about is the effect on police omnipresence. And this is an under-discussed aspect of police work. When the cops are out there, they're in uniform, especially young cops who want to get involved. You see them, essentially, it's preventative, it's prophylactic. People behave. And if you have a couple of cops standing in Times Square or on the beach someplace in one of the boroughs, people will tend to, at least in that area,
behave a little better.
It's just common sense. Totally. And when you're down to 29,000, and by the way, it's no accident that the renaissance in New York City that occurred beginning in the 90s, leading up to, I would argue, the de Blasio administration, it's no accident that that dovetails perfectly with the increase in the head count of the NYPD. When you have safety, people come.
Of course. Meanwhile, as we talked about earlier, Biden met with President Obrador. They discussed illegal immigration. They discussed fentanyl trafficking. NYPD reports that the migrant crisis has taken such a large toll on the city's budget. They're only going to have 29,000 cops by 2025. It's just so interesting to hear the president of Mexico say, "It's so great that you're not closing the border. That you don't have a wall." It's just unbelievable. But the impact on individual cities and individual families is just tremendous.
I mean, the cause and effect here is just so undeniable. You have to wonder how long Washington, and I'm pinning this on Washington, how long Washington can just deny the obvious. If you don't have a southern border and you're having all of these folks coming in all day, every day, and by the way, we all know most of them are economic refugees, right? I mean, that's just, to me, a settled issue. Yeah. You're not going to be able to feed, and their care and feeding is so completely on the government that it's obviously going to break the bank. But I will say this, Rachel, a lot of this sounds a little bit, it's starting to sound to me a little bit like scapegoating. And let's go back to the previous administration, the de Blasio administration, $1.3 billion dedicated to Thrive New York, a mental health initiative here in the city that was supposed to help clean up the mental health issue on our streets. Yeah. Things have only gotten significantly worse.
Where's that money? Wasn't the first lady in charge of that?
That's right.
We don't know what happened to that money.
So where did that go? Since Eric Adams has hit office, we've had at least 10 new city agencies. I'd like to see an audit of the city employment roles because, okay, the migrants are putting unprecedented pressure on New York City. That's undeniable, and cities across the country. But this is the culmination of years of financial mismanagement, democratic largesse, run the printing presses, essentially. We can spend money wherever we want. That dovetails as well with what New York City has been doing. It's not just Washington. And as a result, there's money flying all over the place. There's every possible social service. Realistically, in a lot of areas in New York City, especially in the homeless services area, the whole thing's a patronage mill.
Yeah.
And if it's not looked at more closely, independent of the migrant issue, then it's never going to be solved.
It's a terrible situation. I don't know how New Yorkers keep putting up with it. Paul Mauro, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.